EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Tonight, a good one to kick off the year on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
No gain on the play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
35-yard line.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. Down the sideline. And he will score. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game, big touchdown. They strike first.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Well, I think to say this series has been a disaster is putting it mild. 2 plays in, all they've done is go in the wrong direction. They need something big here. They need someone to create a little bit of a spark and prevent them from going 3 and out on their opening possession.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Texans are going to come up with it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and
to the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
Drive will start on the ground, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Seattle.
At the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Quick throw, taken in. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's out to the flat, and it's complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. It's a gain of 43 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Flush to his right. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Hey, one more. Look the hot. Buggy.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He's got his man. Right side, it's complete. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
First and goal, Houston.
It is a big-time play for Houston. And even 30 yards. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal.
Here we go. 118. Why, Tony.
That is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Now the try for an extra point.
The kick is good.
He's got it, and the Texans will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Darnold now on first and 10. They'll try to set up the screen here, and he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head. We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Go side.
Darnold to throw again. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
They'll look to throw yet again. Forced to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
19 Tiger.
So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. It's the Texans who have the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment.
Ready.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now, faking the give. He'll get this out to his running back. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
This is 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Forced out wide. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
red zone now. He'll drop. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
2nd and 17 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system, and all these early sacks. Yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Looking down the field, but that ball's incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That was good for a dozen. A very quick first down.
First down, Houston.
Stroud to throw here on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Tony.
On 2nd down, Stroud. Rolling right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Let the hot. On the quick, right? At 18.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he'll be run out short of the line of scrimmage, so let's call it a loss of 1 on 1st down. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Drop 50.
Now they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Third and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Moving outside the pocket. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
Buggy. Swap. Mother swap. Nike taxi. Hey, uno.
On first down, it's Stroud. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Tony. Why Tony? Look to hot.
Stroud. The second down throw is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. On the run to the right. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the jump. Let's go now. Let's go.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Down at the 30-yard line. 10 yards on the
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this.
Ready, set.
Second and inches.
Ready.
Pass to the ground. He'll get it again. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down. Here's Michael Dixon now, as he is on to kick it for Seattle.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Why Tony? Alert the hot, alert the hot.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Pass over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
A run now on 2nd down. Past the 45. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Houston. No problem there on the extra point. And the Texans move out to a 21-3 advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Seahawks get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return starts from the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right. Hey, uno. 18.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Houston.
The kicker on for the point after.
The extra point. Up and good. And the Texans add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Check. Fresno. Red lady.
On play action, here's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down. Here's Darnold again. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
To second and 10.
Darnold to the air once more. He's going to air this one out. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up third down.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball at its highest point, but come down with the pick.
And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
To throw again is Darnold. Still going inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Seahawks.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Go, lady. Red lady.
Darnold to throw again. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26.
And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter.
This hurt to watch.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
QB down 12, it could be a lot worse.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. The third quarter begins with a run. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. He'll go right and find his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Here's Darnold.
the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on...
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Third and long.
Set. Liking 18.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Darnold. That's taken in, and he will have the Seahawks first down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on fourth and long.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 9. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Good coverage there by a good corner, Derek Stingley.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll step up and run, and he's in. Touchdown, Seattle. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. Extra point drive forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Seahawks have cut the deficit to 5.
Seahawks 23.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Down. Here we go. South.
To the ground, a first down run. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Texans.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first downs. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 37 yards.
At the 8-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line.
Hey, Uno. Hey, stop. Buggy. Nike taxi.
Back to throw. Stroud. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. He pulls it in around the 5. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. That's going to set up third and goal. And he's going to be stopped. He gets 2 down to the 2-yard line. But now it's fourth down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. It's fourth down is looming. They'll try to run. And he's not going anywhere. Stuck behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and took them out of the end zone.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
4-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Third down and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
And just incredible field position for them following that interception. And you can bet, Mike, as this offense is taking the field, they're telling their defense, hey, nice job here, fellas, but don't bother taking those helmets off. Give us a couple plays, we punch this thing in, and we're going to get you guys right back out there.
Open man, that's Collins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
On second down, Stroud.
to
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Texans. Joey Sly on now for the point after. He's got it. And the Texans will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw it. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Look the hot.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Moving to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Look the hot. All right. What? It's out. 18. What's that?
Stroud to throw. Open man. Downfield. It's... Go Collins. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And the Texans going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
On the quick, right?
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal.
18. South.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Houston. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. Slides at the point, up and good. And the Texans will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To throw on 1st down is Darnold. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Will Anderson starting the season with a bang. His 2nd sack in the season opener. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything...
And the rush gets home. Hill goes down. They got him.
Johnson, a loss of 5, brings up 2nd and 15.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
We're going to start.
Darnold now to throw. This one down the field, but will wind up incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That is caught by Washington. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down as this defense can't come up with the play they needed. They surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold again. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling. I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks are back within 2 scores.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now a run on 1st down. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And he will score. Take down. Touchdown, Texans. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now, Darnold. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Darnold to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That is brought in. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. Moving left, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Sam Darnold, touchdown Seahawks. Well, Greg, really down to the point where every possession they need to score, and they get a touchdown here to stay alive.
Mike, I like what I'm seeing out of this team. They find themselves down big late, but there's no quit. They're continuing to fight back. And they got a chance to make this one a 2-possession game here late. Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short. You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Hey, 18. What's that? Hey, uno. Look to high. Hey, south. Hey.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Going up top. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Nick Imanwari. And a nice return there. He is taken down up close to the 35-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look for the home run ball. Parker Washington was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The official right there to call it. You cannot go out of bounds and then be the first guy to touch it. So that draws the flag. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And it just continues to be a recurring problem. I mean, even the balls he's been able to get out of his hand have come from a cloudy pocket. And listen, I know he's a guy that can make some plays when he's on the move, but at some point, you have to be able to be in rhythm and deliver the ball on time.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
19 Texas. 11. Here we go. White Tony. Buggy. Hey, Uno Mars.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Houston. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Darnold. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and a yard, here's Darnold. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they had this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
And he will have the Seahawks 1st down. As this defense can't come up with the play they needed, they surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. Downfield, he's got Horton. And the throws this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
Darnold to throw again. That is caught at the 3. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Two-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Shoot that. Why Tony? 19 seconds. Look the hot.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And this will be incomplete.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Mike, it's very simple in the NFL. You're just not going to win a lot of games when you're losing the turnover battle to this degree. And it's their struggles protecting the football. They've continued to hurt them here today, and that's why they find themselves trailing at this point in the game.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Solid rep there for this